Smash that like button, guys. If you woke up this morning, I appreciate you guys. I figured let's just get it started. Let's get the day started. We got Wendy Williams with her admissions yesterday, brave admissions, I must say, on her show about her absence. Well, more details came out about that. Charlamagne gave Rich Dollaz the donkey of the day, which he should have also gave to Safari for trying to be a tough guy on the show as well. But I know that they're friends, and him and Rich Dollaz aren't the best of friends, so that's probably why that happened. And then we got Trick Daddy defending Kodak Black, which as you would expect, because, you know, he's a Florida rapper, and you got to have another Florida rapper's back, even though he's Cool Wayne at the same time. And he's had his share of speaking his mind, and even him on Love and Hip Hop recently was interesting. Let's get into this. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Good vibes, gang. Smash that like button for me, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And, just hit the like button's free, man. I'm working hard over here for you guys. So anyways, let's get into this. So let's start with Wendy Williams. People are saying it's just a report, but this would trigger anybody's addiction. She says she's living in it's basically a drug-free zone to keep her focused and not tempted to do. It's good she recognized that she was falling victim to her addiction, and she had to go into one of these homes where she is, protected. They won't let her do anything. It's good she has that foresight. Some people fall victim, then they have to go to rehab, and then they come out. She saw it before it happened. So I don't think a lot of they're doing these reports where she relapsed and did this because her husband wouldn't stop seeing his mistress. I don't really believe that. I believe that there was a lot of stress. Maybe he did have a mistress, whatever. And she recognized that she was going to start using again. And she has a kid, and she said, before I do that, I will check myself into a safe house. What do they call it? A clean house, I think that's what it's called. So she's not tempted to relapse. I think that's very smart of her and good foresight. So let's be positive about that. Then we got, let's say, Trick Daddy. He said that Kodak Black can never overstep his bounds with anybody, okay? He has Kodak Black's back. He's the hottest rapper in Florida. Trick Daddy was the hottest rapper in Florida and is now a legend in Florida. We saw him on Love and Hip Hop recently where Trina was trying to call him out, but I think that was just for the cameras. As we know, Trina's cousin is married to Trick Daddy, so they're more like family than anything. And, Trick Daddy introduced Trina to the game. He gave her first shot with Slip and Slide. Of course, Trick Daddy himself is signed to Ted at Slip and Slide, but he was the main guy over there, and they ushered Trina in. I don't blame him for having Kodak Black's back, even though he said he's cool with Wayne as well. It's just that, you got to he's a Florida boy. When you're a Florida boy, you got the Florida's back, you got to champion the home team, So I agree with him on that, you got to keep it real. I remember when him and Ross were having their beefs, they eventually put their differences aside because they're both from Florida, And there has to be some unity, that when things fall apart in the kingdom, things fall apart too crazy. Lastly, we got Charlamagne. He called out Rich Dollaz for trying to act tough on Love and Hip Hop and trying to jump at Safari. And now he said Rich Dollaz is like 42 or 43. He's in his 40s and should be a little more mature about the situation. But Safari's around that age too. Safari shouldn't have been calling him out like that. I mean, it's a show. These shows aren't good for people, okay? They make you look crazy. I don't care what color you are or whatever. They just make people, period, look crazy, Like, people fighting like that and you're more mature, you should know when to walk away from a situation, They're still showing they're very immature and they want to, fight. It's called assault after a certain age, okay? It's always assault, but when you're younger, you chalk it up to being young. When you're older, you get charged with assault, and that goes in your record. You don't want to be going around fighting people in your 30s and 40s, okay? So I think they both should have gotten Donkey of the Day because Safari was also calling out Joe Budden in front of his wife and trying to act like a tough guy who didn't have that same energy when they were at the beach. But we all know this is scripted anyways. Joe Budden and Safari, they have a bromance going on. They're buying each other Gucci's messenger bags. So, anyways, guys, the whole thing is just a little spooky for me. What do you guys think? This is just the first quick news story of the day. I got more coming, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Good vibes gang, guys. Good vibes gang. Smash that thumbs up button, sorry. And I'll check you guys later.